Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. So today we have another basics video and I will show you how you can do the knit stitch onto your stitches and the garter stitch as well. So I prepared the base row, let's say, or the base stitches. So we have 12 on here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and I will do it with my 10mm knitting needles with my line, of course. You can also use regular knitting needles if you like those better. I think these are kind of easier for beginners. Yeah, so I recommend those, but feel free to use whatever. So anyway, here are our stitches. So we can now take our thread. So I already did a video about casting stitches on, so make sure to do that first. And now we can start with our knit stitches. In my left hand, I have the needle with the stitches, and in my right hand is the other needle, or the needle that I will be moving my stitches to. Also, apart from that, the thread is in my left hand, as you can see. So I'm holding it the same way as with crocheting. So we did many of those projects, and there's basically nothing different here, so it's the same thing. So hold it any way you find comfortable, and let's now go through from the front into the first stitch. The needle is a bit thinner on top, so if you pull the stitch there, it will be easier to go through. And now take the thread from the back to the front through. So this stitch comes out of the needle to the other needle. So hold the beginning thread a bit tight in this part, in this first one. So you see how easy you move it from one needle to the other. So let's repeat that again slowly. So here, and 2 less in my left needle. Here are a couple of stitches we already did, so you see what the pattern looks like. So I don't have anything left here, so everything is on my needle, same number of stitches and the pattern. Let's turn it around so our needle becomes our right needle. So here we are now, thread behind the needle and do the same stitches. So here you see the wave patterns and the little V's that we always have. So you see the one side here. So this would in my case be the back side. So on the front side, let me show you over here. So you see what it looks like now. The V's go basically into one another. The back side builds the wavy parts. So you can choose whichever you like better, and this is very typical for the garter stitch, this wavy formation. So yeah, you have two sides to choose from, the V's that go into one another or the wavy part in the back. So maybe you could let me know which one you think looks better. Maybe you have suggestions which side looks better for which type of project. So maybe if we're doing a scarf or something else, I'd love to hear back from you. So yeah, feel free to post any comments in the comment section below the video. They're always open for you guys. Yeah, and I love to hear feedback of any kind. So let's get back to it. I will do a couple of more rows so that you can see the pattern just a bit better. Here we are, another row, both the front and the back. Here we are after a while, so you see what it looks like now. So here are the little V's, and if I put in my finger or put it on it, turn the whole thing to the other side. So this row here. Then you see the wavy formation on this side. So the V's build the waves on the other side, and that's how you get the wave row and the back row in between each wave that builds our nice pattern. So the V's are kind of hidden from this side, but you can notice that if you want to notice that, you can just kind of take your whole piece and stretch it a bit. So see the V's here? So yeah, really interesting, and I think the pattern looks really pretty and it's really easy to do. So we started with the 12 stitches, if you remember, so that was our base, and this is what you would get if you would do the exact same thing as I did. So here we did the ends of the rows very nicely so that it doesn't kind of roll apart or is all weird. So yeah, you can always choose the length the way you want it. You can do it longer, or I mean wider or shorter. Yeah, and apart from that, I think the edge is really nice and neat. So these are basically the knit stitches that I wanted to show you. I think this is the most simple pattern you can do when you're knitting. Let me know if you maybe have a different opinion, if you maybe have some more experience. If not, feel free to let me know if you found this helpful and easy, or if you maybe found it rather difficult. I'd love to hear back from you, that way I know how to optimize my future videos. So I hope you guys had fun. I hope you learned something new today, so stay tuned for a video on casting stitches off, so how we get them off the needle, and I'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye!